Yo, what's going on, guys? How you doing? I'm gonna just ladder a little bit until more people show up and we can start going over games. We need to recover some of the points after the last video where it didn't go so hot. I'll leave it at that. Not spoiling too much about it. Yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. We're just gonna use this cheap ass sun that Vert made for M Forbes that he used for Splendor. We're gonna lead Ting Lu. It's a pretty free rocks for them, so we want to do something that is good into that. Well, do we care about rocks? No, we can just lead Ninetales. Why not? Now we just hard wake. What's up, yo, Volk? Hope you're doing well. Alright, Esther. Terra Exhaust. Give me a second. This water Tinglu is actually so annoying for the team. Gotta get Bolton safely somehow. I'll just spin. He might just Earthquake. Okay. This attack booster Ice Spinner is gonna blow something up. This Tusk is a Giga threat now that I look at it. Okay, nice Tinglu. I don't know why you would swap Tinglu out just to bring it back in though. Okay. Where am I on ladder right now? Oh, hold on. Let me fix the dimensions real quick. What's up, Gabriel? How you doing? We are at 1837, which is quite low for us. But that's all right. All right, I'm gonna get my son back up. Oh wow, he just went for Malignant Chain. It's a pretty crazy click. We'll just bring. We'll bring Tusk back in. Actually, I might go for Overheat on this. Get some big damage off. Oh, alright. Petron doing Petron things. It happens. How you doing, TLS? Oh, bro, we used to be 89 GXC. 86 is pretty good, but it's a little bit of a fall from grace. Alright, I'm getting tired of this Tinglu. I'm hard switching my Raging Bolt in. And we're clicking Solar Beam on everything. Ouch. Okay. What's up, Slow? No, not PU mons. We've been using Hyperstall, which I deleted instantly. What's up with World Cup right now? We're gonna go over that in a little bit. Am I scared of getting sniped? I mean, yeah, I kinda. If people really want to snipe though, like, I'm just laddering. We're not on some serious business right now. Alright, Tinglu gone. Thankfully. Finally. The year Blunder was born. My boy's catching strays. What do we want to do here? I think we just want to Terra and knock this Latios out. Honestly. We don't want to take this Draco. Yeah. Maybe I could like turn my stream off. Or not turn it off, but like close the screen for a second while I queue for a game so people don't know exactly what I'm searching. But if it becomes a problem, it'll become a problem. But yeah, World Cup. Unfortunately, my team Northeast is out. It is what it is. And we'll go over all those games in a little bit. Just, Katal. Latios fans coping. Latios is not bad, honestly. I like it. I like it. It's just, unfortunately, it ran into Terra Fairy Cerulege and King Gambit. But besides that, it kind of cooks this matchup. Wow, this is like the epitome of Petron and Zapdos. Gets the poison into the confuse and gets the static instantly. Appreciate that little goat. That was a funny one to record. A lot of nonsense was going on there. Oh wait, we win with Walking Wake. Yo, this is over. Yeah, it was a banger series. A lot of close games for sure. I'm just gonna overheat. Yeah, and he fought really hard. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Wow, that Petch lived that. Yeah, if CTC was free, and if my boy Bia was on the team, it was definitely raps for everybody. But it is what it is. Alright, this Wake is actually about to go stupid and clean up. Wait, that did nothing. I do think Bia probably... Wait, what? Am I crazy? How did Steam do more than Draco? Ah, whatever. I do think Bia can get freed though. Like, I don't think what he did was as heinous as some people might think. All right, I'm gonna keep this Wake. We don't want to lose the Tusk, so I'll just flip turn out. Two stall videos back to back? Nah. You gotta actually watch the second video that happened. You guys will see it's not stall. It's not stall. I promise. I promise. What's stopping CTC from ghosting someone or entering as a new player incognito? Well, that is cheating. And if he cheats and he gets caught, he's never being unbanned again. Because it would be a permanent ban into getting caught cheating or making a new alt, which is another ban. So he would never be able to play on his main account, and there's not a lot of point in that sometimes. Okay, what are we gonna do here? I don't like if this Great Tusk is gonna come in. Okay, cool. We'll hard switch Ninetales here. Oh wait, they go for Hex. Maybe I trolled a little bit, but I think it's fine. We'll just bring Wake back in. Bro, that Dondozo did 51% to a Garg with Terra Dragon. It was not looking so good. And yeah, he can get IP checked as well, so it's really not easy to cheat like that at all. Nor would he want to. He's not about that life. Wait, me when I realize Petron's about to outspeed us. I'm glad you liked the stall video. It was kind of fun. Yeah, I won't deny it was kind of fun. It was insane to have so many forfeits back to back to back, though. Like, that was kind of ridiculous. Alright, we're boosted up. Does Poltergeist? No, Poltergeist is weaker. The best way to get around in Smog Unbanned is to move and make a brand new Discord. Hey, you didn't hear it here, but this guy's right. We might do viewer games. I was just waiting for people to join, and then I'm gonna start going over World Cup. Wait, Petch, really? It's wild. Dude, that Gargsa is my favorite. That's like the hyper-balanced team from way back. Hold on. Excuse my 1,550 teams. If you're a real OG, you remember this Garg team. This team put in crazy numbers with this insane Zapdos set. Yeah, CTC is too base to cheat. Well said. He permed on some lame shit. It's really easy to avoid an IP ban. Yeah, it's really easy to avoid an IP ban, but should you be doing it? Probably not. But yeah, I do think it's probably easier to cheat than people expect. Do you think you could ever make Keyberry or Jaboka Berry belch on Giwis? Custom Explosion Gargish Super Shice. If you notice though, in the video, I actually forget to make it custom. I think I kept Focus Sash for some reason. If users hit by a physical move, attacker lose 1/8 of its HP. Probably not. The issue with Weezing being offensive is like, what's it called? The issue with Weezing being offensive is things like Slowking Galar just completely wall it. Alright, this game actually got way too close. I was busy chatting. But we're recovering a little bit of our rank back. I'll do one more. Appreciate that, A1. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to give out tips on people that are banned to like evade it, but it's definitely really, really easy to evade a ban. Alright, this is one of the viewers. Hopefully they're not sniping, but if they are, like I said, what can you do about it? We'll just lead. Our Gambit is fine. Yeah, I don't mind Gambit. Cover his draft games or join random low-tier tournaments? Would you guys actually be interested in me covering my draft games or lower tiers? Because, I mean, I still play them, but I always figure you guys only like the OU stuff, you know? Take a basket weaving? No, that's a fact. Alright, LeBron is in. LeBron is tough. Just hard tusk. I can delay the stream? I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Ladder points are not worth doing that. Like, I'd rather talk and see what you guys are up to, you know? Ice Spinner in case of Terrafly. think draft is fire too. Draft has a lot of potential. I think a lot of people don't really give it a shot though. Yeah, we're kind of cooking in DCL right now. Occasional lower tiers would be shice. Yeah, I'll see what I can do. I do like playing those tournaments. Like maybe if it's me just playing tournaments, maybe that's fine. Like instead, not laddering or anything, but just like playing tournaments and then uploading the games and stuff. Yeah, L5 is a great YouTuber, very consistent in going over games and stuff, for sure. Does Serverless drop to this? It might. What's up, Meldogs? How you doing? How you doing? We for sure dropped a Mystical Fire here. You could talk about Gen 1 UU. Oh wow, this clicks Stellar Blast. Try to watch Ames draft, but it's not for me. You need names to make draft interesting. Honestly, I have talked to Joey about joining one of his leagues. Like maybe in the fall, which I think could be fun. Did crit matter? Versus NDD, definitely. Crit Loki does mean that Psychic Train lasts longer too, though. Alright, let's see. How are we gonna stop this Hatterene? Something like this. Does Wig just drop? Probably. You invest in the players? Yeah. For sure, for sure. Oh wait, I forgot about terrain. My bad. I'm so distracted right now, but it's all good. Oops. Watch me versus aim for sure, but not aim versus a random guy. Yeah, that's understandable. I think he cooks really well with his draft content though. Like he plays a lot of really interesting meta games and he makes really cool teams. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Showdown graphic is so bad for side train when anything else is happening. It's so hard to notice, but it's all good. It's all good. I think we're all right here. I will sack tails. This guy stole my heat rock. It's tough. Would I ever pull to VGC Regional? Yeah, I would. I think I'm gonna go to Worlds next year. Because Worlds next year is in San Francisco. Big SF. Nah, I have no idea what Wonder Room color is. Yeah, Joey's really entertaining. It's why he has, you know, one of the most consistent fan bases, uploading every day and stuff. It's very respectable. Alright, I think we're gonna flip into Tusk. Seems fine. Actually, we could just theme here. It's green. What does Wonder Room even do? Is that the one that removes the items? Also, yeah, we got all these World Cup games to go over. We'll do that right after this game. Wait, low-key? Oh yeah, I'm thinking of Magic Room. So Wonder Room, it says all defense and special defense switches. How do I fix these dimensions? Hold on. That should be good. Yeah, Wonder Room is defenses. So I know in that metagame I played with Blunder, I think they have Wonder Room on some things, but I don't remember it to be exact. Alright, let's see. Sack this. Yeah, Wonder Room is stats. Magic Room is items. Makes sense, makes sense. I wonder if the sequencing here is Great Tusk or King Gambit first. If you go Great Tusk, you chip this down into Gambit range. If you Gambit first, you can Swords Dance versus this potentially, but we'll see. The funds for a CTC feature? Man, he's so busy lately, but he'd probably be down to hop in for a video. I wouldn't want to take up too much of his time though. Brother's got a lot going on. Not in like a bad way though. He's just busy. He's just busy. Alright, let's see. Let's Gambit. Honestly, we could just low kick without Terra, right? Is that crazy? Nah, I want Swords Dance. Yo, Mel Dogs, I appreciate. I think that's pounds, right? 5 pounds. Thank you, brother. Much love. Oh, yeah, okay. Ghost should be a complete dub now. We got it. This buys about 200 CTC features. Oh, Destiny Bond. I didn't even think about that. Let's see if Great Tusk can Oko Iron Hands. This is the most epic battle to ever happen. Let's go. Nice win, nice win. Wonder if anything could even use Wonder Room theoretically. Nah, Wonder Room, it's just a weird move. I wonder if it was used in VGC or something. Do you guys know about VGC? Nice. We're slowly recovering the points that we lost from the stall adventures, both losing against stall and losing with hyperstall. That looks like a clean KO. Magic Room was used in VGC for Xerneas? You mean people would like click Magic Room so they couldn't power herb or something? That's pretty wild. Yeah, sometimes Game Freak does not be cooking well with their random ass abilities. Alright, let's go over some World Cup games for now. Why don't I ladder on my main? Honestly, I never felt the need to, but maybe I could. Originally, this ladder account was like, it's nice to not be recognized because people will play a certain way if they know it's you. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but if someone recognizes you and they kind of have an idea on your playstyle and stuff like that, then it might change how they play. They might click a little harder. They might try a little harder because they think they're in like a YouTube video or something. Yeah. So generally playing on alt is better, but at this point the alt is so known, right? Like everybody knows that, or everybody that watches obviously knows. Trying to give Volcarona Shice defense? Ooh, that would be disgusting, actually. I wonder if you could just use Keyberry though, and just not have your boost slot taken up. I could use my customs when I ladder, honestly, because you can technically just make your custom on your main account and then just swap it. Alright, let's look into this Webs game. My teammate is Fade EXE. He's using Primarina Webs with max speed Jolly. So it hits 240 speed. Oku's Ogre Pond with +1 combined. I think this part is probably a little bit of misplay. Like turn 1. If a Deoxys leads turn 1 with no hazard control, you can very much assume that it's taunt. So by going for Sticky Web turn 1, you're really limiting, excuse me, the plays that you can make. But then it reveals Eject Pack. Cerulege comes in, takes only 17, which shows that it's like max HP. And then Bitterblade damage doing 44 shows that it's like max attack. So this is slow Cerulege. I would have really liked to see us just Hydro Pump, outspeed the Cerulege and knock it out. Yeah, this is World Cup. But instead we go Tusk on the Poltergeist, which kind of works out. Go for the Headlong on Za, which 2-hit KOs because we're attack booster. Unfortunately, close combat crit does knock out Great Tusk, which kind of ruins the game, honestly. Because now Goldango has to come in. It's going to take a lot of damage from this crunch. Yeah. Like that crit on turn 6 is such a bad happenstance. What's going on, Wild Wave? How you doing? I'm sorry, Northeast could not pull through, but the soldiers fought hard, and it just didn't end up working out. Nice stun spore on DD, I like that. But at this point, like, these three cannot get through Lando, Deoxys, King Gambit, the gang, right? Yeah, that crit really sucks, because it basically knocked Goldango out, and Goldango had a really good matchup with Terra. Is what it is. And then Deoxys can now just Terra for free, click Superpower. No matter what Gambit does, Lando would be able to handle it, plus Shadow Sneak. And now game is over. This is semifinals versus Team US West. I won my game and I covered it on my channel, so I'm not going to cover it right now, but if you wanted to check it out, then definitely peep it. Honestly, I'm not sure if Nat would have saved Northeast. This game, Fusion versus Star Master, was pretty crazy. This Toxic Spike Wheezing is such a big threat because it affects 2 out of 6 of his team. And then you can go Ting Lu and fish a Whirlwind in on it. Yeah, I did pull out the dub for myself, but unfortunately, these team tournaments just come down to the whole squad. Who's in the finals? West versus Italy. Should be a pretty cool one, though. Italy and West both have a lot of players that are undefeated. It's like a combined like 20-0 versus 20-0 or something. Oh, no, that was the same tour. I played Attribute for World Cup. But yeah, if you guys notice, this Whirlwind pull. So Star Master here clicks Terra Poison because he wants to get rid of the T-Spikes forever. But unfortunately, the Whirlwind pulled in like one of the only guys that gets affected by it. And this basically like ruins the game for him. Because this Iron Valley with Specs, look how much it's going to do. I wouldn't call either of these stall or semi-stall, honestly. They've got a lot of offensive breaking power with Gold, Valiant, Zama. This guy's got Crown, Polt, D-Knight. Although D-Knight could be on stall, true. Let me make it fast. That bunny was Canadian? Nah. Yeah, imagine the specs without a T-spike. I mean, that's me coping for my teammate, but at the same time, that's tough. Like, if we had that, I think we would have been okay. Alright, here you just get the damage on Ting Lu. This Gliscor clicking Facade reveals that Weezing can switch into it, by the way. Wait, I just realized we can use these games to do lead analysis. Who's down for that? Yeah, after this game, we'll do lead analysis for the next one. I'll ask you guys basically a couple questions on what you think the lead should be, etc, etc. But yeah, this Weezing keeps this Gliscor very low, which is nice for Zapdos. I don't understand this Pult play. Yeah, I don't understand the Pult play. I think you should just stay in with Weezing. Because it kind of gave this Apple a free kill, and you could have kept the Ting Lu sack. Haven't seen anyone use Crown in months? Yeah, Crown has fallen off a little bit, unfortunately. Also, this Wisp on turn 22 is pretty insane. Because now Apple actually is staying at a very low HP. Alright, this Dragapult is just gonna try to knock out this Lu. Doesn't click darts for some reason. Keeps up the momentum with U-turn. Alright, now Zap knocks out Ting Lu. Apple back in, taking 37 from Volt, reveals that it's max special tag Zap. Roost D-Knight, so could be Terra Blast, could be E-Speed. Iceman gets a very fortunate freeze on Dragapult here. So, Star is back in this game. Yeah, Dragonite is about a clutch for sure. Forces the Terra Fairy Zapdos because people expect Stone Edge from Zamazenta, which would KO this out. I think the misplay here from Star is sacking this Apple, which the whole team talked about, like post-game analysis type stuff. Apple was definitely a better keep than this, because now look at what happens. You have to click Heavy Slam into Zapdos, risking static twice. And now this Dragonite gets the correct EQ play on the Trick Goldango swap. And now it just comes down to Para, and it's favored for Fusion at this point. Alright. Let's do some lead analysis. Let's do TJ versus BHKG first. Alright, I'm gonna go feed my cat, take like 30 seconds, and in that time, I want you guys to analyze the Pokemon on each side and figure out what would be the best lead for each side. And then we'll be back in 1 second. No one got any guesses? Alright, Melmetal says Golden to Scizor. Alright, so how I would look at this game, let's see. To analyze the lead, you're thinking like, what on their team threatens me out and forces me into an awkward position the most? So from TJ's team, or Pop Smoke's team, I'm thinking to myself, I could see Primarina leading. Primarina has a great matchup. I could definitely see Scizor leading maybe, but Primarina looks really strong right now. Like, it beats everything 1v1 essentially. Latios is definitely not leading. Glamora definitely not leading. Ting Lu maybe a lead. Zamazenta I would assume is not leading. A lot of people are saying Treads and Lu get rocks up. Treads Scizor, Treads Glim, Treads Prim. Okay. And if we look at from BHKG side, Prim beats everything. Like, this is like a point we need to hammer in. Prim trades into every single thing on Pop Smoke's team. But Raging Bull is kind of annoying. And as we saw in the matchup lead video, Ting Lu is always good into Prim as a lead because you can trade your damage for it and avoid the 2-hit KO if it's AV. They always lead Glamora? Nah. A lot of Glamoras nowadays are red card. They're not Focus Sash, they never lead. But yeah. So the answer was Scizor and Ting Lu. And the reason it's Scizor is because Ting Lu makes sense as a lead into Primarina, but it also forces it out, right? Like, Ting Lu can trade into Primarina with Ruination plus Earthquake or double Earthquake. You would actually win that trade in the 1v1. So that's why TJ goes for Ting Lu. And BHKG predicts that and goes for Choice Band Scizor lead instead. Yeah, leading Ting Lu to trade made a lot of sense. And also, you guys are about to see, another reason Ting Lu was led is because of weakness policy. This is a super crazy set, by the way. But if Primarina led into this weakness policy, clicks Moonblast for like 45, 50%, that's a 100% trade on Primarina, right? Pretty crazy stuff. But yeah, not messing around, just going for the body press on it. Gets a lucky defense drop here as Gold Nasty Pots. Like, this is actually kind of a big deal because it saves the Ting Lu HP and also forces Gold to knock it out right now. Yeah, right? That weakness policy is really, really cool. Something cool about weakness policy Ting Lu. I talk about this a little bit in the video I just uploaded. If you run the 16 Adamant Breakpoint Ting Lu, with the weakness policy, you OHKO Ogre Pond 100% of the time. Like, this is crazy, right? But yeah, reveals Meteor being Glamora, so it makes sense that this Glamora was not the lead. Imagine leading this Glamora into Ting Lu or Treads, like, you're kind of cooked. Really nice play going for the Terra here. Gets the OHKO versus Treads and also forces T-Spikes up. And the reason you can click Terra Fairy here is because Speed Boost reveals that this Treads probably isn't like max HP, it's Spadef Invest. It has to be speed. Yeah, it does smoke Pawn with Payback if you run 16 EVs and Adamant. It's really cool. Alright, BHK just going for a Bullet Punch. I think TJ makes a nice play, doubles to Za here. This is where I would say he did play really shice and then he kind of misplayed here. I think if you stay in with Ting Lu, you have to click Earthquake. You're definitely not Whirlwinding, because now Ting Lu is 1 HP, which opens up Goldango, opens up Raging Bolt to maybe be scary. But he does get the rocks off, which is really nice. Primarina eats this Mega Rain, proving that's AV. So yeah, we're really talking about this. If Primarina led into Ting Lu and activated weakness policy, it was gone, and it wasn't used in this endgame at all. It's pretty crazy stuff. This was a really intense game. Ting Lu doing Ting Lu things, living that Dragon Pulse with 1 HP. Nice Scizor pivot here to bring this into Bullet Punch range, I'm assuming. If he swaps out here, you gotta think it's Bullet Punch, but who knows. Yeah, Whirlwind was a bit pointless there. I don't know, I think he might have anticipated Namorous coming in maybe, but this is the really important turn. Latioses are often Psychic Noise, so Goldango can just recover off a Draco very easy, but if it's Psychic Noise into Draco, this Goldango's dead. It's at 1 HP and then Scizor wins the game. So this was like an actual 50-50 basically for the whole game. That BHKG does win. Force the Terra from the gold. And then Moonblast does 50% exactly, so it can never recover enough to be outside of choice band scissor range. So this was a pretty wild game. I think TJ definitely misplayed this though. Like he definitely fumbled this. BHKD did a little bit, but at the end, like his sets were better. And then Scizor cleans up the Zama. So yeah, that was that game. Oh, now we have the main event, Blunder versus M Forbes. This game was tough. Looking at the matchup, Sun is so good into hyper offense, right? Because Wake only needs to predict a singular time in order to knock out like a Wellspring or something like that. So, doing some lead analysis, Ninetales is very obvious as a lead. Raging Bolt works too. On Blunder's side, because Ninetales is a good lead, Raging Bolt makes sense on his side, or Cinderace or something like that. So Blunder actually does go for the Cinderace. Goes for the low kick, which 2-hit KOs, but lives at 1 HP versus Cinderace. Oh, you're gonna spoil this? He's gonna talk about his own process. I'm gonna be talking about like my observations. He'll be doing his own thing, don't worry. But this was a pretty wild game for sure. This Wake is such a big threat, and it's not choice specs off that damage. Doesn't Wake Lead farm most things as well? What's up, Jabril? How you doing? Wake Lead is pretty good, but you turn from Cinderace, and you kind of have to predict around it. Alright, this was the biggest turn that just happened. So Blunder gets the nice clap here to knock out the Wake, which was such a big threat. But now this Bolt is back in, and this Bolt is being pretty annoying here. At this point, Blunder should probably just sack his Cinderace, but his mindset is he's playing against Sun, and when you're playing against Sun and you have no switch-ins, you need to be up in sacks. So that's what he thinks. And Forbes makes a nice play and goes for the Weather Ball on the Kingambit swap instead of the Cinderace sack though. I think at the end of the day, Cinderace sack was probably objectively the best, but I understand like why he went for that, even though it obviously didn't work out. No, it's not AV Wake. I think it's like Wise Glasses or something. But yeah, now he's just getting chip on Lando for his Ceruledge. I think he goes Bolt here, right? Yeah. Dodges Overheat, but I don't think that matters. Yeah. I would probably go Lando here all the time. Oh, actually, never mind. I'm surprised Ice Spinner actually didn't kill. Alright, here I would probably sack Bolt though. Keep Lando. Yep. And now you bring in Valiant. No, I'm surprised he didn't go Valiant. I think I would have definitely gone Valiant, but I don't think it mattered for the end game because this was like max HP Ceruledge. He's just trying to hope that he can OHKO Ceruledge somehow. But this Ceruledge reveals to be some max HP cheese stuff. How do you guys feel about Ceruledge's rise, by the way? Because I feel like this is the most obnoxious thing ever to play against. And every set that it uses is some cheese. But I'm wondering how you guys feel about it too. Yep, Ceruledge is usually Sash. Oh, I didn't actually watch this game. Fake Mon? Yeah. As a 1500s player, I think Ceruledge is cheap. I agree. Just does so much. This Wake is going stupid, by the way. It's gonna kill everything. Yeah, that did nothing. 40%? Wow. Yeah, the Terra Bug Cloak set. Definitely really cheese. Okay, Protect Kyurem looks pretty annoying for Sun. And Nadex is fun? I could see it. Is Ninetales gonna Healing Wish or something? I guess not. Wait, why did Kyurem swap out? Wait, what? What just happened? Why did Kyurem need to swap out versus a Ninetales? You could just Earth Power. Wait, I really don't understand that. Pietro as in HMNIP or someone else? I'm happy Scizor is back in OU. Is Scizor in OU? I thought it was like UUBL. Oh, my boy is in OU. Yo, I didn't even know that. Oh, what's good, Pietro? How you doing? Alright, let's see. Okay, Balloon Bolt is some crazy set, by the way. But it makes sense, there's no ground immune. This Bolt is gonna go absolutely insane. Zama is my GOAT? Yeah, Zama is very, very good. I used it like 4 times in World Cup. Oh, of course I'm excited for Megas to come back. Megas is like my favorite mechanic of all time, Maldogs. I don't know about you, but I love all the Megas. All the Megas are so cool. A lot of them are pretty interesting designs too. Like there are some kind of boring ones, but it's still really cool. Like they're trying to make these bad Pokemon viable. Wait, what just happened? Why did Kyurem really drop to this? No way, right? But Sun is gonna be down. Alright, Drake is being clicked. Do you just sack Zama here, or do you sack Tusk? Oh no, you sack Zama because... Or you Tusk, I mean, because Zama's gonna go crazy. Yeah, I think I'll release a predictions video. Maybe. West versus Italy should be a good series, for sure. Yeah, this Zama might just win the game, I think, actually. That's the issue with Sun. You're a speed guy, it goes down, then you're just cooked. You only use them in Pixelmon. Okay, you started playing Gen 9, wow. Yeah, Megas are so much fun, though. Even my boys like Mega Beedrill, that everyone hates. How's Tricking 40-year-old ass doing? Tricking is very good. Tricking is like one of the best players on the site, easily. For Guess the Elo, if that's what you're asking about, Crispy Fries. I'm doing that with Blunder and Nat, so whenever Blunder is available, we'll record it, and I'll get it uploaded pretty soon. Because I have the thumbnail and stuff all ready for that. Alright, we have Lily's team. Not sure if I can say that name again. I keep forgetting. Versus what looks like some kind of Gen 8 team with like Zamazento or something. Do I think Ninetales could rise to OU? Is Ninetales not in OU? What? Ninetales. Wait, where's Ninetales? Wait, they do this weird, like, complex banding where they have the Pokemon, like, without their Drought ability, Snow-Wing ability, and that's why they're all so low, or something like that. Which I think is really silly, because, like, they hate complex banding, but then they do something like this, where they let Ninetales be in ZU, and then you just can't use Heat Rock, you can't use Drought, or something like that. Like, it doesn't really make sense to me. But I don't think it'll be OU because... I don't know, actually. I feel like Sun has so much usage. Like, surely it should be OU. Yeah, this is the Specs Curib team for sure. Between D-Knight and Zama as cheapest mon in OU. I think it might be D-Knight, bros. I'm gonna be honest. D-Knight is really, really nasty right now. Alright. So, HMNIP can just troll this Ting Lu for life because double regen and clef. So Ting Lu, pretty bad matchup here. Nice double to Tar here. Okay, so it's definitely some kind of Spadef boot set. This Kyurem really goes for that Earth Power chip, so it's not specs. Whoa! Excuse me? Who is this? And why did it click at turn 6? What? I've never seen Focus Blast Kyurem except in like Gen 8. You stop playing the game because of those two? Honestly, understandable. Not fun sometimes. Raging Bull with that insanely fast, fat Fizdef set. Yeah, that set is really good too. The issue with that Raging Bolt set is if you run into Toxic Slowking or like Ting Lu or something, you're doing nothing. So it's a really fishy set, but when it hits for sure. That's the Gambit owner, that's a fact. Oh, that Crunch does a lot of damage. It's a Black Sludge though. To snipe the C- mon is crazy, but true. Yeah, Focus Blast really is only good for T-Tar. That's funny. It could maybe snipe like a Darkrai, but then you're playing against Focus Blast from Darkrai itself or Dark Pulse Flinch. Not great odds. Alright, Torn did take the rock, so it's definitely some kind of AV set. Yeah, Bolt is... Yeah, the only thing holding Bolt back is Ting Lu's existence, right? If Ting Lu were like banned or not in the game, Raging Bull would have been banned too. That's my opinion. Nah, people have been respecting T-Tar lately. T-Tar's not bad at all. But yeah, the fact that Torn can sit on Ting Lu forever is pretty funny. Sino is just 49 to Pex. Forces this drill, and so you can go for a proactive like Flamethrower or Chili. I would have really liked to see Chili here. I think Sinoise again definitely doesn't make any sense at all. You Chilling to Kyurem, you basically guarantee a kill. T-Tar was calm, 3 attacks, rocks, yeah. Maybe he knew he was bringing T-Tar, yeah, maybe Italy got sniped on ladder. Because I think I played against Kebab's team in a ladder video. Obviously I didn't know it was him, but... Okay, this Slowking is a giga threat. Well, now it doesn't make sense not to click Side Noise, so I feel like Azog is really not playing this optimally right now. Is there any retest I'd like to see? Volcarona, Solgaleo. Oh my god, the Terra Ice just blocked. Wow. I would click Earth Power here, right? Because Terra's pretty obvious. Stuff. I could see Solgaleo getting tested. If you think about my OUBL tour, nobody used that guy ever. Like, he's definitely not very good. Volcarona though, I don't think so. I think people hate too much on getting swept by it. That's like the main thing. Generic good against HO install. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Trick Darkrai, Kyurem that can swap moves. That's pretty good into those styles. But that Bolt set on Sun but specs Iron Moth. Ooh, that's a good idea. I like that. Iron Moth has been quite good. You probably don't even need specs though. You could do Booster Energy Special Attack for the same thing, and then just get the Coin Flip, Fire Dance, and then Solar Beam Ting Lu. So Galio's too many stats with Terra? Oh my god, what just happened? This guy just tricked himself to AV so he can't Chili for Kyurem anymore. Oh, good lord. It happens, it happens. That's what Mazar said after double kicking with Tarak. We don't talk about that time. Alright, this Kyurem can basically do nothing ever. Oh wait, that Earth card does quite a bit. But you do have to swap out every time. Although I would click, yeah, I would click U-turn every time it's Torn. Because that Kyurem has to swap out. And then now, that's a good play. You bring Torn back in, you're really just healing that up. I honestly wouldn't have even respected Focus Blast. I would have just U-turned, but I think going Pegs is fine. Get the Toxic off. Sun is hella annoying for most teams. Yeah, Sun is... people, dude, low-key, Sun is better. Do you guys agree? Sun is better right now than when it had Roaring Moon. Like, maybe I'm crazy, but... vid upload and stream on the same thing? I got you, bro. I got you. Say less. I was gone this weekend, but I had a bunch of videos pre-recorded, ready to upload at my usual time. But then I didn't have one for this morning. Yeah, if you lose Torn, you lose the game, but at the same time, I don't think Darkrai can ever afford to run Focus Blast on Choice Scarf. On Choice Scarf, you need Ice Beam or Sludge Bomb, and then you probably need Will-O-Wisp. Yeah, I miss Roaring Moon too, honestly. What are we suspecting first? I don't think anything is really gonna get suspected. Cerealist cheese really do be that strong right now. Heatwave does a clean to a KO, so even if they body press, you trade into it. But now Slowking comes in. Wait, Slowking is perma-walled by Torn. Any of you lags 5 times? I don't know about that. And he was very strong though. Wait, is that my boy Auntie? I just noticed the name. I'm getting an Elgato. I'm trying to record the actual console. Like maybe play VGC on the ladder in there. Because I feel like the biggest allure to VGC is having those animations, having those sprites and stuff. So Showdown is really lacking in that regard. It's probably just for practice for like the VGC pros. I have no idea if the play I did was correct, as you will see throughout the game, or if I should force the tie. Wait, so you're saying that you made some plays that forced progress on their team, but you're wondering if you should have just played it safe for the tie 1000 turns reset? Well, your team was up when you played this game, right? I think Italy had like a lead from the very beginning. So I think going for the win, if you think you can do it, is not a bad idea at all. But we'll see how it plays out. If we're not banning Dina, we're unbanning Volcarona. Yeah, I mean, you're kind of right. They are basically the same thing. Oh, you got bailed. Okay, we'll see then. Like, if you had to hacks to win, then going for the 1000 turn is probably the move then. But if you're just like fishing and you land a hacks, like a hacks move, like that's not bad. You went for it. Okay. Things are really speeding up now because it's just a bunch of swaps. Okay. OLT should be in about 2 months. That'll be a great time though. I don't know if I'll play as a player because I had already won it, but I think I'll definitely be laddering at the top, playing against the best tour players. That'll be a lot of fun. Okay, so you go for this knock. I assume that's what you mean by forcing the situation here. Wait, this knock kind of makes a lot of progress. I like it actually. Because they can't go Slowking forever on knock. Like you just knock. Yeah, you have 24 knocks. I don't think it's bad at all. Yeah, it's Pietro in 2025. That's what I'm saying. Oh, wait. I don't like this knock, though. Hold up. What if this body presses you? Okay, it didn't, though. Thankfully. Now would U-turn, yep. Now I'd bring Pex back in. Get some chip on this. Wait, 2 months? Ain't it next week? Really? Oh, July 27th. So 2 weeks from now, OLT starts. Yo, that's gonna be fire. That's gonna be fire. All right, all right. That's good to know. Good to know. Okay. Gets the Toxic off on Kyurem. Goes Torn. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm seeing what you're saying about how risky this was. Now you click heat wave though. What? U-turn. Oh wait, there's no helm. There's no helm. We're good. We're good. I was tripping. I'm tripping. The way he played, you thought it was Braybird? Yeah, that makes sense. Will it stream ladder games? Yeah, of course. Wait. No, that's a trap. If I stream OT ladder games at 2,000 plus versus people trying to qualify, they will 100% snipe me. There's no way I can stream it, but we'll see. We'll see. It could be fun. Maybe I'll put on like a giga delay. OT is official ladder tournament. Is this tournament right here? Basically, what happens is people sign up on these on Smogon. Like you'll see a bunch of people signing up here, and then you have roughly like 7 days, so about a week, to ladder to the highest rank you can. And at the end of a very specific time, in this case 6 p.m. Eastern, the cycle ends, and whoever is top 8 qualifies for playoffs. Oh, you meant spectating others? Yeah, of course, I'll do that. There's no way to, or nowhere. Like, you just sign up on Smogon, and then you play on Showdown. Yeah, I'll definitely stream the last 3 hours of each cycle. I'll wake up, like, super early to do that. That should be a lot of fun. But yeah, this is, like, the best tournament ever, in my opinion. I mean, I'm saying that because I won it, but at the same time, this tournament, you don't have to, like, commit hours every single day to play it. You could just do your thing, go to work, come back home, you're chilling, play some more ladder games, and you'll slowly climb up and up. You just have to be really vigilant at the end of the cycle. Trash talk, friendships get ruined? Yeah, it's classic. You can zoom in mad far and cover your sets, then be like super vague when clicking. Yeah, maybe. Finally, Meldogs, we got the use out of the custom emotes. Don Keto. Yeah, I don't think I actually announced that I added those, but that might have been a good thing to do. Wait, where did the crit happen? Totally got lost. Let's see. Oh, the knock for Slow King? I don't think that actually mattered. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Tornadus is just gonna win this game long term anyways, unless you get hacks back. So I think you were fine. Like, knocking you could have forced a 1000 turn, but I think even if you didn't crit, you still had a pretty good chance to win this game. Because that Darkrai was toxic. Like, what do? Chili out into their slowest guy Darkrai, and then they can't even kill you. Yeah, my bad, guys. I forgot to tell you about the emotes, but I love the cat emotes. My favorite fruit, I would probably say, like as a flavor, I would say mango for sure. But as like an actual fruit, I would say watermelon. I'm a big fan of watermelon. Okay, you guys have to watch this game. This is the most insane game ever. ZS is like the best player on the site on some real shit. You don't understand World Cup and SmogTours? I was gonna make a guide video on like what these tournaments actually mean. So maybe that can help, but essentially World Cup is a bunch of regions, best players fight against each other, and then they just try to see which is the best team in the whole world each year. SmogTour is like a whole different thing though. You don't really have to know about it, but basically it's just live tournaments. ZS's team is some absolute trash, by the way. I want to get that clear, but it works. It works. So for some reason, Ogerpon is not attacking a Dragonite in front of it and is clicking Swords Dance. I'm not trying to hate, but that doesn't make sense. Because imagine you play her off and you just 2-hit KO'd this thing in the first place. Yeah, over tricking is pretty crazy. And look at this. Like, this guy's just flexing. Look at this. Earthquake at +1 is not killing, by the way. It's doing like, I want to say like 38 maybe max. Like an absolute max roll. But he reads the treads coming in, goes for Earthquake anyways, knocks it out. And this +1 D-Knight forces Cyrilich to take the sash off, which activates weak armor, of course. Goes for Swords Dance into... You can just Bitter Blade, yeah. But knowing that this is gonna Bitterblade, not Poltergeist, go to red card Glamora, force the Cerulege out, force T-Spikes up. Unfortunately, it does pull Iron Moth though, but still. You saw Zeus' team on Pink Across stream? Yeah, I think Italy ladders a lot, and that probably rewards them a lot. But I'm always so scared of laddering because you can run into so many tour players nowadays. Everybody be laddering. World Cup, OLT, SmogTour, your favorites? Yeah, those are some great tournaments. Slam is my favorite tournament to spectate though. Slam playoffs, that thing goes crazy. Like those players are so insane. Learning 5 to 6 new tiers every single week that can change, like it's ridiculous. Flinch does happen, but it didn't matter. Like, I'm gonna be honest, Mr. McLovin, you got kind of smoked, and it happens. I've been there many times. Never 6-0, but maybe you would have avoided the 6-0, I guess, without that flinch. It's tough. Oh, this is also a crazy game. Tricking, I like that Tricking's back so much because he's one of my favorite players to watch. He always be cooking up some nonsense and beating some of the best players like ABR and stuff. So it looks like Tricking is using stall, kind of. But I don't think it actually is when it's revealed. It's like 5 setup guys. What are your thoughts on Shockmont's team? I like it. Oh, this is a crazy turn, by the way. Libero, so you don't get stabbed Pyro Ball, and then you crit the Corv, like, and you burn it? Like, come on. Without one of those, it's fine. I like Shockmont's team. The RNG is definitely a little tough sometimes as, like, the opponent. But I think it makes sense, and I like how there's no OU Pokemon, and he still reached a high rank. Yeah, people have slowly realized that Treads is just much better than Tusk right now. You kept running into Tricking? That's funny. Yeah, this team is giga nonsense for sure. Nice wish here, but this burn is really the big steal. Because now Treads can just, yeah, Treads can just rocks forever. Until it IDEFs, of course. Yeah, people have started to realize that Great Tusk is not a reliable spinner at all. Like, you rabbit spin into Scarf Goldango, they make it rain on you. You rabbit spin into Petrunt, they malignant poison you. Treads can handle both of those guys. Treads haters in shambles, that's facts. Tread's been going stupid lately. But yeah, I think this game is just cooked to this point. It was a crazy turn though. Yeah, look at this turn, look at this turn. Italian luck stat crazy as always. This turn is so crazy. Is Dondozo good on non-stall? Dondozo is a really interesting Pokemon on non-stall because it's kind of a matchup fish, while being a literal fish, of course. Like, if you run Dondozo and you face things like Raging Bull, Darkrai, Goldango all on one team, aka special spam, special setup spam, Dondozo doing nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's flipping burgers, just sitting at the back of your team slot, just waiting for like any physical mon to maybe come in. But if you run into Dragonite, if you run into King Gambit, Zama teams, Dondozo is going absolutely stupid, hitting the lick on everybody. Random Italian trash talk in chat. Yeah, Tricking is, he's a really cool player. But this play is insane, by the way. For no reason, Tricking's like, I'm just gonna send a message. So Choice Band Weavile comes in, or Life Orb, because it took the rocks. Probably Choice Band though. Tricking decides to go to his Gliscor on the knockoff, because he knows that this thing has to click knockoff into Dozo. So he just makes the flex play for no reason at all. You're a big hater of Clamulate Treads? Yeah, it depends. A lot of tour players don't actually just load up Gargan Prey. But on ladder, I would probably prefer Cloak Treads for the Gargs. Because Garg is everywhere on ladder, and I hate it so much. But yeah, that was just such a ridiculous... that was such a ridiculous glide score. But, I mean, it made sense, because no one's clicking Axel into Dozo. And at this point, game's just cooked. I think Dozo just wins. Yeah. Alright, we have one more SB game. Kebab versus Abel. And then maybe we'll get ladder games in or viewer games, depending on the vibe. Yeah, on ladder, Saltman is definitely everywhere. And I hate it very much. I played against this Kebab team on ladder, pretty sure. Let me pull it up. Yeah, oh, I have it on the dock because I was like, I'm pretty sure I played against this team. It's the exact same move order too, and we played like a million. Yeah, it is really funny that Mako didn't have a Dozo. Yeah, Mako doesn't have a Dozo of her own, so Dozo actually does sweep, which is crazy. What's up, Combine? Stream is going chill, just chatting with the bros. But yeah, I played against this team on ladder, which is funny. And it went to like the absolute distance, if you want to check out the stall video. I felt very disgusting playing this game. Alright, we got some webs action into treads. So if treads is balloon, it's fine. If treads is not balloon, it's not fine. Playing with viewers' teams? Honestly, I don't get sent that many teams. If people wanted to send me teams, they could do the same thing as Blender where like you post it on the wall. Oh, this is a major turn. Tread's getting knocked out. Look at the Shice team I built only to find out it's Tricking's team? Wait, does that mean one of your friends just yoinked it off Tricking and claimed it as their own? That's funny. These drops are insane, by the way. That chip actually matters for later. And gets the burn? Like, this is insane. I can't even lie. Like, this is crazy. How does this sequence of events happen? You get the Shadow Ball drop, which lets you get extra chip on King Gambit, because you know you want to set Petron up. Gets another drop, and then gets the Flame Body burn. Like, what? How? You can't make this up. You just can't. This bolt is kind of scary though, because you can just T-bolt, outspeed everything. I would clap here just to get the chip, but I guess hard King Gambit makes sense. King Gambit swords dancing up. And if you notice, by the way, if you noticed, those drops put this King Gambit in range of +2 Shadow Ball. So technically, this King Gambit could have Iron Headed here. Well, I guess it still could have, because it only is 13. But goes with the Sucker Punch, which is just a game-losing play, unfortunately. A Crunch Rest Talk Dozo? Yo. People have actually run that, bro. It's actually a thing. Your favorite player is Abel? Respect. Shouts Team Chile. Or Chile. Yeah, Crunch, Terra Dark, Dozo, I have lost to that on ladder for sure. It's demonic. It's like, it's crazy. But yeah, I'd like to see a Nasty Paw Petch win though. I think it's underrated. The only thing holding it back is Garg, but like I said, people aren't very confident in using Garg in tournaments because it can just get CT'd by a random cloak. They definitely predicted Terra Ghost, yeah, for sure. But I just don't know if you can afford to do that, like to assume that. Like, if this is Terra Ghost, then maybe Ogerpon lives, right? But I don't know. It's just tough. Like, this definitely lost the turn. Solon, me, and Blunder? Wow. It's great to be next to some crazy names for sure. Alright, those are all the SVOU games, I think. Some pretty cool ones. And then we have finals. Who you guys got, West or Italy? If anyone like follows World Cup that deep, but this is a really close series, I think. West has a lot of strong SV players. Italy has strong SV players and strong old gens in Empu Santo. Or Empu? Hello? Empo Santo. Imagine if Showdown had voice chat. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, oh wait, we got SmogTour too. I totally forgot about that. No, it's not updated. You guys got Italy winning? Put the house on it? Yo, chill, chill. Yeah, that burn on King Gambit was really, really bad. It could have definitely forced something crazy. I don't know if you guys noticed this rise in Nasty Plot Tornadus in both Gen 8 and SM, but it's wild. Is this Team Blue also weakness policy, right? Yeah, it is. Gets the rocks up. You guys are about to see Torn do something insane. Tornadus and UU, by the way. Who put mans in UU? Focus Blast coverage with Life Orb. Dark Pulse Focus Blast coverage, so Dark Right coverage, essentially. And then you have Bleak Wind. Misses, though. I don't think that mattered, though. It's Spadef Dozo. Yeah, it does 38. It's not even Rest Talk Dozo, so it can't even get Waterfall Chip on this, but it like just barely needs rolls to live, and you have to connect 3 in a row, of course. You see Spadef Corv? Start running Nasty Plot, Heat Wave that guy. Dark Pulse anti is for Slowking and Goldango. So people typically run like Heat Wave probably, but then I think they just want a consistent move to hit that Slowking Galar. But it also hits Goldango, so it's like 2 in 1. But yeah, Santu is so down at this point. Corv 1 HP, Tinglu forced to rest, Dozo at 1 HP. I think Zama's about to clean house. Yep. 23% to Dozo because it's Spadef, by the way. Yeah, because Tornadus be just clicking all the inaccurate moves. It's just crazy. Yeah, Loki got lucky with all the Bleak wins. A little bit. But long term, I don't think he was losing that game. Alright, Santu makes the best play ever, by the way. Dazzling Gleam on Stealth Rocks. Like, if this Earthquake game was over, by the way, Santu was definitely cooked, but makes a crazy read here, expecting rocks to come up. I feel like Earthquake is probably the better play, like, most of the time, but it makes sense. Yeah, you looked away and it ended, because you never see Zamazenta win versus Dondozo stall, or semi-stall, rather. This Slowking Galar is clicking Scald, yeah. And it's getting the burn versus everything. The World Cup non-SV games? We could maybe do that. I feel like S-Tour Finals is a little bit more hype. Yeah, Sentu's matchup was really good, but if that EQ'd the Coco, I don't know. But this sub Lando definitely, I think, goes stupid, right? Yeah. He preserves it too. Now you get a leech off, but Mandibuzz gets all the progress off. I would always EQ there. Yeah, it's tough. I think you just don't expect anyone to ever click that turn 2. Like, just stay in and risk the whole game. Alright, Chomp gets the defog off, and Mandibuzz trades his life. Okay. Zapdos used Discharge. But this burn that Slowking spammed on everybody, kind of cooking everything. Yeah, and this is like sub Zapdos, so it can't break through Slowking ever. Or Coco. Like I said, that Coco really come in clutch. It's like the Thunderbolt on Xka. Yeah, it actually is very similar to that. Shouts 3D. Why are some Pokemon bad or mid and ladder but really good in tournament? Because there's a difference between a ladder team and a tournament team. Where art thou on Forbes? I actually saw him earlier today. He's probably resting, enjoying his summer off. But the answer to that, Jabril, is because on ladder, you have to prepare for as many things as possible. For example, in OU, you gotta prepare for Garg, Stall, Webs, Sun, HO. In tournament, you could think, this player has never ever Webs before, or never Sun before. Like, I could probably omit prepping about that a little bit. Yeah, everyone in chat is saying it pretty well. It's essentially best of 1 versus best of like 100, right? Are OLT teams ladder teams or tournament teams? They're ladder teams. Well, they can be both. It depends if the tournament team, they like it enough. Like, it could really be either. Like, I'm trying to find, like, I can look through some of my OLT games, but I forget what my account was. Hold on. I agree, Doodle, for the most part, but there are a lot of players that do play based on consistency in tournaments. Like, there are players that will only use balance, bulky offense, maybe like leaning a little more towards offense than usual. But there are people that will stick to that because they just want to outplay everybody. Like, they might have like a tech slipped in or something like that. But for the most part, there are people that just play basic teams and just run it down, trying to outplay everyone. Yeah, this was a tough SS game, 6-0. Oh, this SM game is even tougher. Like, this matchup is unwinnable with Spike's Clef. Ladder can be more random, so you just need to prepare for everything. Yeah, I agree with that. It's why when I upload videos and I'm using tournament teams, it's not always good. In fact, it's probably not often good. Like that one team that I used, Giannis used it versus Elias Sai in SmogTour, the Darkrai Life Orb team, and then I brought it to ladder, and you just run into so many matchups that are just really difficult, because the difference between prepping best of 1 versus just anyone on ladder, it's such a big difference. The only way I've used Avalugg versus OU bonds is in draft. I used like a Hisui Avalugg. I think Crying did bring it, and it did absolutely nothing, and Crying forfeited like turn 10, I'm pretty sure. Honestly, we don't need to watch this game. This was tough. my bro. You've been abusing the Dread Knight. Dread play Darkrai. Yeah, that team is really good. Alright, I'm gonna get a couple ladder games in because I want to hit 1900 for the next videos, but we'll do some viewer games, I think. Lax in draft. Hold the spin back when. Yeah, I play a lot of draft. I'm in like a draft tournament right now, or two actually. Have you ever played 1v1s? No. 1v1 I feel like doesn't make a lot of sense to me. He forgot EVs on his Greninja and still won. Yeah, that's how good the matchup is. If you see that, he won without having EVs. Let me see if I can find some draft games though. We got a ladder game versus Webs. Take care, Pietro. Thanks for joining. Why don't I post draft content? It just doesn't seem that interesting to a lot of people. Yeah, not many people watch it. Why do some people use some lower tier Pokemons in tour games? Because the surprise factor in a best of one. Like, I won a game with Bellybolt in Smogon Premier League. Sometimes people just don't have any idea what to do versus certain guys. Alright, Webs is out. It's kind of annoying, but I think it's alright. You've tried Bellybolt stall and ladder? Yeah, ladder is super dead actually. I'm definitely only playing one, and then we'll do something else. Is the team the guy who played Blender was using? Yeah, it is the same team. Bert made it, and he passed it. I'm trying to find my Hisui Avalo game. Yo, is this Manaphy about to destroy us or what? Hold on. Personally really just like a web team that doesn't have knock. Yeah, but it's hard to fit knock on the guys. You would have to put it on Tusk, I think. Alright, how are we getting out of this one? I don't even know. Do I have to Terra? I might have to Terra. Actually, no, they're not gonna be... Yeah, there's no way this thing is Terra ground. I laddered yesterday and it was just Dazzmer 4 times and then Storm Zone. Yeah, sometimes it'd be like that for sure. $1700s to $1200s, bro? Shit, I don't know. I don't know. That's tough. How do I recover used Dragonite? That's a fact. Honestly, at one point when you're laddering and tilting, you just gotta recognize, I'm not gonna be winning right now. Not the right headspace. Gotta take a second to chill. Yeah, I did talk. Okay, I talked about OLT, official ladder tournament, earlier, and I have to mention, it's a ridiculously hard tournament to qualify because you have to be one of the best and most consistent players. So if you're struggling, then don't lose hope. It's just how it is. Alright, what do we do here? Yeah, that did a lot. They're encoring one more time. Okay. Just Gambit. They're forcing you to do a video using Focus Punch Goldengo. Yeah, you're probably cooked. I can't imagine that's doing a lot. 1700 to 1200, that is a journey. I've gone from like... I've like tilt Q to like 2000 to like 1700 one time. It was crazy. T-Wave Rockslide Dragonite? Who's making these sets? They gotta stop. Alright, who am I sacking here? It's the real question. I think it's just... might just be Gambit. We don't actually have a good answer to Great Tuscan Sun. Maybe Wake lives. Imagine catching them King Gambits on Switch with X-Bill Focus Punch, but you can do the same thing with Focus Blast. I respect the flex attempt though. It would be pretty shy to do that. When you chase your losses angrily and you run into cheese, yeah, many such cases, bro. Don't even worry about it. It really happens. Alright, golden. Sure. Get my sun up again. Focus Blast is a fake move. That's true. That's true. Yeah, King Gambit also has higher Fizz Dev. I'm pretty sure it lives Focus Punch. Well, Focus Punch, that's like, what, 600 power? Maybe not. Yeah, no mischance. That's true. You just gotta be a god and soul read everything. I think it's Cerulege first. King Gambit's higher defense is pretty funny there. Alright, let's find out what this King Gambit set is, fellas. Am I down to Terra this? Probably not. We're going on our bro Tusk. I'm clicking spin. Oh wait, it's Fairy Blast. Oh shoot. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. Oh wait, I don't expect Fairy Blast on webs. We might have fumbled this by not tarrying. Let me think. Fellas, we might be cooked versus evil. Never mind! Let's go, let's go. We might be back. Say that again, my bro. This is exactly what I taught you. Bait them into thinking they have a chance, and then we take it right from their grasp. Never had a doubt in my mind. People doubt Raging Bolt the God. Life Orb Weather Ball is so ridiculously strong. He was only 1670. Yeah. That's how... Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow. It's a tough pill to swallow. +9. We're not even back in 1900s after this really hard fought battle. That's crazy. What is that crown in front of your name? What is it actually? I think it's based on people that talk in chat or comment on videos maybe. All right, we're gonna do some viewer games for like 30 minutes and then we'll call it here probably. And yeah, let's get started. I will write information in the chat. Give me a second. Yeah, badge is crazy. Chill. No, I don't think it's donators. I think it's just top chatters or something like that. I don't know. But you makes sense that you get extra XP. Okay. This first team is a team I consider using World Cup that I think is really bad, but maybe it's yo, who's bringing Stall? No. Okay, wait, we gotta let him know. If this goes on too long though, we'll definitely forfeit and pretend it never happened. Stalling is crazy. No, don't worry, guys. I'll handle this. We're not gonna be here for too long. Because either I crush stall or it's a very fast forfeit. Do I even have the tools to beat stall with this? Maybe. Metal Coat Gold. Pretty good. Could be possible. How to put a Pokemon into your avatar? You have to have a custom avatar either from like a team tournament or you earn it through badges or something. Yo, how'd they know? How'd they know I'm not freeze dry? Come on now. That's bulky offense? That's wild. Right? Wait, Torn came in. It looks like AV then. I don't want to get knocked. That have fun is insincere? Nah, some people love to stall. That's just how they work. How hard is it to get a custom avatar nowadays? It's not too hard, I think. It's not too hard. Well, actually, that might just be a bold-faced lie. It might be really hard. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'm gonna handle it. You got nothing to fear here. How do you get custom avatar? You gotta win in tournaments. Or you gotta like get badges. Or if you can... I think the best way to get a custom is to be really good at random battles. Because they offer free customs, basically. It's your main goal right now? It's a good goal to have. It used to be my main goal back in the day. No. It's definitely a lie. That's my bad. Definitely ignore what I said there. Alright, you guys are about to see Stall get packed up. Yeah. That's the tour I was talking about. Random Battles Team Tournament. If you are really good at random bats and you get drafted to it, and like a lot of players do, like 140, then you can get a custom for free. See, guys, you just have to trust. Look at this Goldango versus their team. My final goal is to join Spain in World Cup in the future. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, World Cup I think is also a good way to get into to get a custom. Yeah, don't worry guys. I got it handled. Because if you are from a region that isn't like a US region or something like that, you just gotta try really hard in tournaments, prove yourself on the ladder, and a World Cup team has a decent chance of picking you up. But yeah, this is the team I was originally gonna use versus Attribute, and then I tested it and I was like, wait, this team is not very good. It happens. What if you ask Finch nicely? If Finch is your mans, could work. Alright, let's see. But I don't actually know if Finch has the power to do that, so don't go going to him and saying I sent you. You have beat Cero on a UU Open. I'm not sure who that is. Yeah, OLT is pretty good. Yeah, World Cup is based on where you're located. Yeah, this team is heat, right? But I think it's kind of bad. Like, it has no poison type. So any kind of Glamora with 6-0. Finch gets 20 DMs, 50 DMs saying Lax told me you could get him a custom. Oh god. Alright, GG. From what I've heard, he's the World Cup captain for Spain. Who? Spain's captain is like M-Dragon and Soulwind. GG Doodle, don't worry about it. I just had a really good set into Stall. Stall can't really... AV Torn is hard to fit on Stall. That's all I'll say. Alright, Kieran looks really good. Now, these are viewer games right now. We'll do this for a bit and then we'll call it. Yeah, I definitely take back what I said about customs being easy to get. That was extremely ignorant, honestly. But yeah, I mean, all you can do is just grind, right? If it makes you happy to grind, just go for it. That was my goal, like, way back in the day, though. Like, when I was, like, in, like, 2014, or, like, 2015, when I was, like, 14 or 13, I would always just want a custom avatar, and I would join, like, every tournament with the hopes of getting one. But back in the day, they didn't have that many customs available, so that's why I was saying that it's easier nowadays, because, like, every tournament has them, but it's really hard to win a tournament, of course. Why'd I lead gold? Honestly, gold was a really bad lead. I just wasn't really thinking because I was trying to answer the question. That's a good point out. Alright, we might be cooked by a Dragapult. Oh my god, we're hacking. Many such cases. If I get a custom, I may pack a Vocaloid custom. One of my closest friends is really big into Vocaloid. The only format I'm good at is 1v1s. Isn't there like a 1v1 Premier League? Do they have customs? No one here knows about that ante, but that's a really good point. I had to show you guys a super crazy game. Is that Gen 6? Alright, Gen 6. Look at this shameless guy, by the way. Won by Tsunami's God Team? Get out of here. What does that even mean? Wait, that Moltres just dropped. Really? It's crazy. Your custom would be your YouTube profile picture. What is that? This was like the first ever tournament I played in, I think. Like non-monotype tournament. It was RUPL back in 2016. You can see the date down there. And I was like Trick Room Scarf Uxie with... And I thought that Trick Room being faster with Scarf would let it go first, but it doesn't happen. does it happen? I forget. Oh wait, I got smoked here. Wait, is this the same game? Oh yeah, yeah. This turn, I send in my Uxie versus Houndoom, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get this Trick Room for my Embor up. Oh, some unwarranted language may be here? That's a good point. I'll just close it now. But yeah, I thought that Uxie would get the Trick Room off because I had a scarf on it. Nanu from Sun Moon farting? Alright, that's funny. Sub Dragon Dance Kyurem is kind of going crazy here. It forces a Terra from this Ting Lu probably. Which might not even matter. Because Terra Ice gets forced out. But now Goldango can maybe go crazy. Let's get rocks up. Prankster Trick Room? Yeah, it's a common mistake because you don't realize that Trick Room is minus priority. It says right here, -7. So even if you have Prankster, it just goes to -6. I don't really have a switch in anymore. Let's get that Helm chip. They were setting up on Unaware Clef. Oh, that happens. Unaware Clef is so uncommon that many people don't respect it like that. This could be a Goldango win. I don't think so though. We'll see. Just sack this. Oh my god, we're dodging every Draco. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Sure. Because now it's in range of Goldango Stealth Rocks setting up. Like, I might just win right now. I think I do just win because of that miss. That sucks. We use some Tekken doubles with After You Trick Room? That's 2 moves though. Can never work in singles. Unfortunate. Would technically still crit with low kicks, but that's tough. You guys just saw absolute highway robbery. Alright, let me find a different team to pull up. Who wants to fight against M4s and Borbs? Yo, no. Stop it. This gotta go. Wait, we can win. Pause. We can win, guys. Trust. Yeah, and also nothing gets those moves that can actually attack either. It's tough. Guys, why are all the stallers coming out? I'm scared. Alright, watch this though. The reason I'm still playing this game is for right now. You should have switched after the first Draco Abyss? Yeah, that's probably true. You could have gone back to Moltres. Alright, guys. Trust. My boy in boards does not mess around. friend Dynamax or Uniclus with Lipard. Max guarded using Trick Room and had priority Trick Room using Copycat with Lipard. Okay. Wolf might be the GOAT. World Cup is ongoing right now, David. It's in finals currently. That's what I'm saying, right? 57%? Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh, buddy. And Boar's... Oh, no! Wait, okay, they Terra Dragon. Thank God, thank God. I thought they body pressed us. I was like, we definitely lose on the spot. Alright. It's all good still. Just Healing Wish. Yeah, 57% is kind of clean, no? Yo, that Axel does a lot. And that crit means we have a chance to kill? I'm going for it. Alas. Okay, I think Ursaluna might win this game. This team does have every Emboar counter ever. You hate to see that. What is even the play here? We try to break through with Emborbs. $47. That's pretty good. It's not enough. It's pretty good. Guys, I think it's my fault for releasing the stall video of why we're facing so many. This stall game might be cooked after all. Okay, nice Gliscor. That was well played. Yeah, that's my guy in Borbs. Can't hate on him. To just stop. Goodbye, Ursaluna. You did a great job. Alright, I think this is game over. I don't think we can win, so I'll just move on to not waste people's time more. How do I recognize this team? Is it this Why Addicted's team? After Emborbs, this is my second favorite Pokemon, Iron Hands. You just lead this guy and you just start spamming attacks. Yep. Yep, he eats the Draco as well. Like a boss. Like a boss. Opponent's name looks pretty cool, yeah. We'll show. I did a lot. Hold on. Wait, I stole their boots. Brian Hands? Excuse me. I can't let me spin. Baus is just a fun thing to say. Embrace it. Don't be scared of it. Don't be scared. Alright, I think I'll just get one more game and we'll call it there. Stream winding down a little bit, but you know, appreciate you guys hopping in as always. And I should be streaming again this weekend, I think, at like an earlier time. Maybe we'll try to catch the finals games for World Cup, see how that goes. Okay, it looks like Sir Peanut Crunch is gone. Just accept the next game. Oh, they're back. The scissors are gonna take a lot from this. Yeah. Terra Fairy full walls Koraidon? Oh god. But then you're tearing an Avalugg instead of an Arceus or a Necrozma. Or something cooler. Looks like Deoxys will clean this game up. Terra Fairy? Is it Fairy Blast? It is. And luckily for me, I have my special Dragonite. Oh yeah! Terra Electric Thunderbolt. Oh yeah. I think you're the next one in queue, so I'll play you and then we'll call it there. Alright, the Stretch team. That's a good choice. It's a very, very good team. What's up, David? How you doing? Yep, Dragonite. About to do some Dragonite things. Didn't expect Scizor to outspeed the hands? Yeah, that boy is slow. I don't think I run any investment on it either. Yeah, like a little bit. Fellas, I'm getting a spike up. GG though, Cat. That was a close game. Oh, for those of you still here, I was actually wondering, would you be interested in, like, I'm probably gonna try to stream a little bit more, and I was just gonna soul lock, like I do a soul link with some friends, and that could maybe be fun. You wouldn't get as much attention as like OU, of course, but that's fine. It is what it is. Dub Punch would watch? Hell yeah, that's all I need. One person. Something like Radical Red would be really fun, I think. David was too. Alright, alright. That's all I need. Give me, Heart Switch Moth. Yeah. I feel like I need to tap into my in-game more. Cause I am trying to do YouTube videos for when like Pokemon Za comes out. Definitely want to do that. Down for the VOD? Sounds good, sounds good. Alright. This thing, I'm just gonna let it die. Look at the Iron Moth coin flip lottery, by the way. If I Fire Dance, Lando gone. It be what it be. Alright, I'm gonna send in... Wait, this might be a Mew victory. Hold the phone. Nah, I'll go Valley first. Yeah, I mean, even a little bit interest, I'd be down. Because streaming seems more fun to do, like super casually, and not always like going over tournament stuff, figuring that out. Yeah, Pokemon Champions I'm 100% down to do. I'm gonna try like some road to rank #1 in Pokemon Champions. That's why I'm trying to learn VGC in like console stuff, even though it's on mobile too. But Pokemon Champions sounds like a lot of fun. Very excited for that. Wait, I remember that game. I think I had to leave early, so I let you have the win. I guess the game wasn't over yet, but I still had to leave early. Do I think champions will have singles? Probably not, but I hope so. Singles would be awesome. Just gonna hard za. I think the issue with console singles is the animations take so long. Otherwise, it would be pretty good. I think 3 and Blunder want to stream the, they want to do console 1v1 for the finals of the OUBL tournament, so stay tuned for that on, I think, both my channel and Blunder's channel. He's been enjoying that tournament, which I'm glad. It's pretty fun. I was cooking in forfeit mid-battle. I got you, bro. Enjoy those points. Although it is funny, I think if I stayed in that tournament, if I could have, then I might have gotten close to qualifying for SmogTour. But I don't really care about that. Yeah, SPOX is a major throwback. That's like one of the last tournaments, or team tournaments I won at least. Will always have a special place in my heart. Yeah, luckily for me, I have this bot Mew that I'm too scared to bring to tournament, but I think it's really cool. Just gonna Terra, why not? Alright, I think that's gonna conclude it for this stream, but maybe keep an eye out in the next few days. I might try streaming like a Soul Link or like just laddering or just something. So keep an eye out for that. Am I gonna play OLT? I'm gonna definitely stream it and be like a high ladder menace that gatekeeps people, but in terms of actually like being a player trying to qualify, probably not, but we'll see. Maybe I get that sudden urge to do it. Yeah, I think you played pretty solid. I just had a lot of really funky sets that came through. But yeah, I will catch you guys soon. Thank you for tuning in as always. Make sure to take care of yourself, and yeah, just enjoy it. And I might see you in a couple days for a stream. Obviously, we'll continue the video uploads as usual. So yeah, peace.